makeup about six days out of 7.
I wear makeup every single day.
I wear makeup every day.
Just because the process that I have to do to like cover up what I see as my imperfections requires several steps of several different makeups.
It makes you look nice. Yeah, I think I wear makeup to enhance my beauty.
I wear makeup to look presentable.
Of creativity, and I think that it's a way of expressing myself, which in a way it is.
They have like red spots, and most of the time it's to try and hide the red spots.
I feel like at this time in a lot of girls' lives, they're like finding their one, and you gotta look pretty for them.
So we're trying to hide our flaws as much as we can with these makeup, and that's why there's this constant pressure for people to look good, look flawless.
Like, I don't want to be like looking all not put together, you know, like whenever I go out in public, if somebody sees me on the street, you know, I want them to think, oh, you know, like she keeps up with her appearance, like she looks nice today. Like, it's nice to get a comment every now and then.
Do you think that men respect women differently when they have makeup on and also when they don't have makeup on?
I think it depends on the person, because there are some men that are also so drawn to how society wants women to look that they find women with all full of makeup to be really gorgeous, to be really pretty. But there are some who actually find the woman more attractive when she's, you know, has her quote-unquote natural face on without any makeup. Like
is a girl more approachable when she's wearing makeup or not?
I mean, that's the fact of life. As bad as that sounds, I'm personally not gonna go approach somebody who's looking like a hot mess. And it's not. That's the same thing. If I'm looking all messed up, nobody's gonna come approach me.
So I was like all dressed up, and then the officer was like, you know, you're speeding, and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, like I'm just trying to get home because I'm tired and I have work tomorrow. And then he let me go, but he was like flirting with me. And the next time, like, it was like a friend of the same officer, and I knew it because he told me, and he could see that he had just pulled me over. And then, you know, like, I had just come back from the gym, so I was all sweaty, you know, like, you know, I obviously didn't have any makeup on because who wears makeup at the gym? And then, and he was like, well, I'm gonna give you a ticket. And he was like so rude to me. He's so rude to me. And I was like, man, I swear, like, if I had makeup on, if I was like, you know, like looking cute, I guess, like, you totally would have let me go.
Like,
but
I feel like if they see a girl that's kind of like dressed down, no makeup, hair is kind of like whatever, if that's their thing, then that's their thing. But if it's not their thing, then they would pick up on it, just like, oh, she's not really that attractable to me, or I wouldn't date her because she looks like that all the time.
When it's too much, no BS aside, it can be a turnoff, definitely. When it's too much and you know it's like, man, that girl has a lot of makeup on her face, and you know, like, man, if it's just too noticeable, we're like, man, she's wearing too much makeup. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. That's what we'll say. Do we talk about that?
Yeah.
Sometimes when it's like, sometimes I've heard guys say this word, like, man, like, hey, man, you know a girl, right? Like, yeah, I think she's all right, but she just wears too much makeup.
Kind of hits our hidden insecurities. Guys have a lot of insecurities, so we feel like if a woman doesn't really accept herself in her natural state, then she may not accept us in our natural state. So we tend to lose respect for that, in all honesty.
Pretty much, at the end of the day, it's got to come off, so it's always best for me if the girl just goes naturally. She's just naturally beautiful, and you get to see all her qualities, all her imperfections, just from the get-go.
Yeah,
you know?
I personally prefer women without makeup. Just, you know, I like to be able to see their faces without all the makeup on, but occasionally it's not a big deal. And, you know, if they want to put on makeup, they put on makeup. If they don't want to put on makeup, they don't have to put on makeup.
A lot of women in our society today make their money by their looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, their face is their money maker, or their body is their money maker. So they may not feel that her beauty comes from within, like as far as how big her heart is or how nice she is. She may feel like, I'm pretty, or I got this way or I'm here today, or I made it in life where I have today because of the way I look.
I feel like a lot of girls put it on as a mask, and if they don't have their makeup, they don't feel pretty. And once they put that on, they have confidence.
But I think when a person wears makeup, it gives them a little spice.
And I feel like when you put makeup on, it gives you that pseudo pump of confidence.
That they have to use a lot of makeup to you know, catch attention.
I feel like girls, I really personally don't judge people who wear a lot of makeup, but I feel women who wear a lot of makeup have something to hide.
And I feel like that mask maybe hides something that they shouldn't be hiding, or doesn't reveal something that could be vital.
I guess that's a way to impress people, is to wear makeup and try to look their best. And if people didn't have makeup, I guess it would hurt their self-esteem, thinking that they might not be pretty enough.
You mentioned natural. What is natural to you?
Natural to me, I think, is without makeup. I know now there's a trend where people are trying to have lighter makeup on to look natural, but I feel like if you're comfortable in your skin and you can walk out the door without makeup on, I feel like that's natural, because that's who you really are, you know? People can see what your eyes really look like, what your nose really look like.
I think the natural look is this mythical ideal where you look flawless, but you look like you're not wearing makeup.
Natural to me would be to where you can get out of the shower, you know, put your moisturizer on and walk out the door.
But anything that plays up what you were naturally born with, in my opinion, is a natural look.
What is natural to you guys? Like, for both of you.
No makeup.
I feel
Get up, clean your face, and go.
I feel like that's natural beauty, to the way God intended us to be, the way God made us.
A guy will respect a woman that is, and I mean it's kind of messed up, but guys will respect a woman more so in her natural state. That's where we try to judge from, because we know that at some point in time makeup comes off. So that's really like what we try to look for. If you have a woman that is naturally beautiful without makeup, or she has very, very light makeup, like a guy will respect her more so compared to a woman that may be outrageously beautiful, but it's because of the makeup she wears, it's because of all the effort she puts in making herself look that way.
I mean, I think that the idea of a natural beauty, especially for, you know, males, could be skewed.
Like, you'll walk up to them and you know you have like your little eyeliner on, or your little like lip gloss on. They're like, wow, you look so natural. And then you sometimes don't wear any makeup and they're just like, whoa. Whoa.
Everybody has problems with skin. Our eyebrows are not always done in secret. We have to go get them done. We get our mustaches waxed. Some girls put in fake eyelashes, tint their eyelashes, change hair color, and you think it's natural because that's how you've always seen them and that's how you know them to be, is put together. But
comes when it becomes this national, or international, standardized way of looking, and that is the definition of beauty. And being and looking natural is like the best way, which is false.
But it's also because I'm jaded and influenced by media, because like, who are the most beautiful people? The people with the clear skin on the TV and symmetrical faces and full lips, full brows, XYZ, whatever. These things of which I am not born with naturally, so I achieve with makeup.
The media does say that, you know, your looks, you know, every music video or every modeling show has a girl with a, you know, hot body, you know, that she has everything. They see these people and they, you know, they get inspired, maybe not to be them, but, you know, like they see, like, I guess, like the trends that they start, and they want to do that, and also in a way like they kind of like want to be like them,
because they see it everywhere. Like if you watch the news and you see all the women wearing their really nice lipsticks and their foundation, their whole face is blended and it's perfect, it's like, wow, I really need to look like that.
I think the standard answer is like media or society, but I think another big influence is interpersonal, like one-on-one kind of things. Maybe a person you admire or who you want them to admire you or like you says something and you kind of take it to heart, whether it be negative and you use makeup to cover up that flaw, perceived flaw, or whether it be positive and they really like you with orange makeup, orange lipstick, so you're gonna wear orange lipstick from now on. Like,
because no one, now that it is a celebrity or a pop star or anything, is in their natural look. Everyone has makeup, has plastic surgery. They're, either way, something is covered up because they're in the limelight. So I feel like when girls look at shows or models and they see these women that are beautiful, but they look beautiful in these pictures or in these runway shows because they have all this makeup and glamorous clothes, that they have to be just like them. They have to wear makeup like them. They have to wear clothes like them to be beautiful.
I think that I would say yes, because there's more media outlets now, especially with the internet, and then our phones also being computers and our books being electronic. How many ads are there for makeup, for different kinds of makeup that, I mean, does anybody really need that much makeup? I would say no, but media would say yes.
especially if you think beauty product ads that say true beauty comes from within and they want to sell you all these products, which kind of negates the fact that true beauty comes from within. You wouldn't need a product if you were actually beautiful on the inside. And I think the bigger problem is these ads have the same person. This person is skinny and this person is white, and it's always like the person selling you makeup and the person selling you like face creams and other things that will make you beautiful, and once in a while they'll throw in that token women of color or man of color. The prevalence of these white skinny people in these ads just makes it just completely obvious that what is really beautiful is to be white and to be skinny. There is no other way to be beautiful.
And I agree. I do agree. And a lot of times I think that it projects like a false image, because I've seen some models or like female figures that like in front of the camera are idolized as like close to perfection, and then you see them without makeup and they're nowhere near it, and then that may like damage their security even more, or their self-esteem even more so, because they did all of this to catch up to what they thought somebody only had a little bit of, and then they seen that person need a lot of it. That just puts more pressure on them.
You are selling products to literally millions, if not billions, of people that don't look that way and who are still beautiful.
Specifically for you, how does your culture affect the way you put on makeup or don't put on makeup?
Oh, I think culture is a very big part to influence women on how they want to put makeup on. For example, in Hong Kong television, because I'm Chinese, I always see these commercials telling people to get this product to whiten their skin or have like wrinkle-free skin, and there's this big thing about collagen, like getting it firmed up. And then in America we have these people shooting up Botox, and so I just think it's like that constant pressure for women to always look youthful. I think that's the key word, youthful. Like
culture pertaining to me, I'm Indian, so a lot of Indians do think that if you don't wear makeup you don't look presentable. Like, you don't. You just kind of look blah. Especially when you're on family. Especially when you're on family and friends. It's like, you want to look presentable, especially if you're a single girl. If you're a married woman, it's whatever. But for single women, for single ladies, then it's more accustomed or more expected of you to wear something. Even if it's the smallest little dab of color on your lip. That's kind of the norm.
Ethnically, like on a day-to-day, you have women, like darker women, say for instance, like African American descent or something around that, Dominican Republic and things like that. Like really, they can't wear anything that would be more towards a woman with like lighter pigmentation. You won't catch like Naomi Campbell wearing that fire hydrant red lipstick. You know what I'm saying? Then it looks weird. It doesn't look natural at all.
I think makeup should be a personal choice, and it should be, you should put it on and say, I look fabulous today. Or not put it on and say I look fabulous today. It shouldn't be like a group decision. So yeah.
Your beauty from the inside should overpower what you look like on the outside.
I think that it should be left to a personal reason and not because someone says you're supposed to look this way.
I completely agree with all of that. Like, completely summed up everything. I definitely agree. I believe that you should feel beautiful with who you are and how you look.
You think like, you know, because I have all this makeup on, like now I'm beautiful. No, you don't need makeup to be beautiful. Like if you yourself think that you're beautiful without makeup, then you're beautiful. That's it. You don't need anybody else to tell you you're beautiful.
Because in order for somebody else to love you, you have to love yourself first.
Are genuine, they're friendly, they're trustworthy, they're just really just great people. And you could tell, like, from within, it radiates out. So yeah, definitely, like
they're happy people.
Yeah.
The happiness.
Yeah, and you feel good being around them. Those are the people that you usually remember. Those are the people that you're like, man. Like when you hear guys talk, you hear them say like girls who are wife material. And those are the ones. They're the ones that they're just happy to be around. And you're like, man, like if I have to grow old with that person, I'll be satisfied. That's a great person that, you know, that I would not mind spending probably the rest of my life with.
So if you judge that person already by how they look, you don't get to know them better, to know their inside. So I think as a person, you have to break that barrier of judging how they look.
So it really matters what you are inside, and beauty does come from within, because what makes you beautiful is your heart, what the person you are, the person you want to become, not the person that you look like, because beauty fades, outside beauty fades, and eventually you'll get old and you won't have the body you have now. I won't have the body I have now because I will have kids and I get fat or whatever, you know? Or, you know, I'm gonna get old and wrinkly and, you know, it just goes away, but your heart never dies. Your heart never grows old because